Hey guys, Jess here. I'm back with another December daily process video. Sorry for the delay. Things have been a little crazy around here and I, honestly haven't been able to get down to scrap for the past, dare I say, close to a week. So here we are, working on story 8, and it's another simple one. It's actually going to fit in right next to my 7. So we have a large photo here, and this set of photos I'm actually going to do, these are going to go back to back, and it's going to be like a little 3x8 insert that flips between the two. So it's going to look, they're going to lay like that, and you flip it over and see the other side. So it is a simple layout. However, we're going to have a little fun with some embossing and painting. So it actually is going to take a little bit to pull it all together. So what I was trying to decide here is I kind of knew what I was doing with these. This is pretty simple, but I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do with this large photo of, my feet in the snow, my boots in the snow. And so I was rummaging through all of my stash, and I found this really large wood veneer snowflake. I think it's meant to be an ornament. There's a little hole here. And so I was like, you know what? This would look really pretty in the top of the photo. I mean, because you can obviously tell this story is about the first snowfall, of the month of December. I think, dare I say, even the season up here. I can't recall, but I'm pretty sure this is the first snow. Anywho, so I was like, that would look so stunning, and I can put my number 8 right in the middle of this snowflake. However, I didn't like the wood veneer. I really think white would look really nice. I have multiples of these, so if I end up not liking what I end up doing, I can pull in a wood veneer one and we'd be fine. But I really want to give this a try because I don't often play with mixed media as much as I should. And so what I've decided to do is I'm actually going to paint this snowflake white with some acrylic paint, get that dry, and then I'm going to emboss it with some white embossing powder to give it a little sheen and texture. And then we'll put that on the photo. So that's what we're gonna do right now. And then we'll put the rest of this together, as this is drying. So I'm gonna move that off to the side. Get my little mixed media mat here. These are just cutting mats from Dollar Tree. You get 2 in a pack, and they work great for mixed media. So I always like to use them for projects like this. So we're gonna go ahead and paint this guy. And I gotta get a paintbrush. And I need some water, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I got my little glass of water so I can wash my paintbrush after the fact. Okay, I think we got everything we need. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this snowflake into white. So I love adding a little bit of something extra to these layouts, especially when they're so simple. And this just, I like mixed media and I go through phases, but I just thought this was a really good opportunity to play around, because I do it very infrequently. But I actually really love it. And the reason I've decided to paint this snowflake white was because I wasn't sure if the embossing powder would cover it enough, would cover the wood veneer enough. So I thought maybe starting off with a white base would ensure that, the snowflake actually truly becomes white. And I don't really mind that it has like the wood veneer edges. I'm just really looking for the top to be white. So we're just going ahead and doing a little painting. So how are y'all doing on your December daily? Are you kind of like me and a little behind, or have you been able to catch up or stay current, should I say, with your projects? I'm still not too bad. Well, actually, I say that, but I'm recording this video and it's December 22nd, so, and I'm only on day 8. So I'll probably be going into January, no doubt, with this project. Although I have the next few days off So I might be able to catch up. Maybe I actually will complete this project by the end of December. But again, it's not a contest or competition, and there's no real timeline, so not really a big deal if I don't. Alright, so we've got that first layer of white on there. We might need another one, but I think I'm going to go ahead and heat gun this and see if we can speed up the drying process just a little bit. Yep. So that worked really well, but we definitely are going to need another coat. So let's get that on here. That paint really soaked into this wood, and that's okay. We're experimenting. We're having fun playing. So, and I still have it's the 22nd of December. I still have a little bit of shopping to do, which is abnormal for me because normally I'm way better prepared. But I really just have some stocking stuffers and gift cards to buy, so it's not like the end of the world. But I still have to go out and do that. And of course we're getting freezing rain today, so I'm kind of losing a day to do that. But instead, obviously, I'm getting some scrapping done, which, you know, yay me. I love being able to have time to do that. And I can finish wrapping too. I still have wrapping to do, so yeah, my next few days are going to be full until Christmas, but I enjoy the process, I enjoy the shopping, I enjoy the wrapping, so it doesn't feel like a chore to me. And honestly, I don't like to rush it. I like to take my time and enjoy all the aspects of the holiday. So, and Wyatt is with my mom and dad. They go, my mom's birthday's on the 23rd, so they go spend the night, usually a day or two before. And because of the weather, they were there Tuesday night. And they do a bunch of holiday activities with them, and then they bake cookies, and they celebrate Mom's birthday, so they have a lot of fun. So we actually get a couple of free days before we go have Christmas with them on Christmas Eve. So I get some time to actually sit and enjoy this stuff, which I don't have to rush, I don't have to wait till late at night, so I'm so excited. Alright, let's try this again and see if we got a little bit more coverage. Oh, that looks really good. Alright, let's see how we're doing. I got a couple little clumps of paint here, but let's, oh, and in the back. Let me get some paper towel. I really just want to wipe the paint off the back. So, perfect. So we have a white snowflake. Still a little wood veneer coming through, but again, I'm hoping that the embossing powder will mask up that a little bit more. And again, if it does, it's not going to be perfect, and I'm okay with that. Even if it has some shimmer and glow like a snowflake, I think it will still look really nice. But again, we'll see what the outcome is. Alright, so now I need my embossing tray. And we're gonna get some Versamark on this snowflake. I really don't do a lot of embossing, but I absolutely love it when I see it done on other videos. And I'm like, you know, this is a prime opportunity to do that. So I hope it comes out. I'm by no means an embossing expert, you know, but we'll see. That looks like it's covered pretty good. So now we're just going to take, so I'm just using Ranger embossing, white embossing powder. I don't think it gives me an actual like color, it's just white. There we go. Bought me a little bit. It's hard to see. Alright, so let's sprinkle this on, and we can be generous with it because we got this little tray that I can scoop it all back in there with. Right. my gosh, that is perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping to see. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's got a little bit of texture from the embossing powder, but it's a beautiful white snowflake. Look at that. How fun. It worked really well. And I think I got the embossing powder pretty much everywhere, so I don't need to do that again. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's kind of get that guy out of the way here. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. That looks so good. So good. Okay, so now let's go back to the photo here. So my other thought was, it's got this like little hole in the top there because, like I said, it's meant to be an ornament. So my thought was, do I tie some ribbon around it and have it hang and be like a little charm and swing around? Or do I just, oh, you know, do I just kind of disregard the hole and put the 8 in there and, you know, you don't really notice it? Because, I mean, if I make it an ornament, right, it will swing back and forth. I am a little worried that it might scratch the photos. So that's one thing that I am concerned about. The other option is, I think I have some pearls. I could do some pearls. I found my tweezers, by the way. In my stash, and I could add a little extra to the snowflake. Yeah, actually I think that's kind of nice. The pearls are kind of subtle, but they're really pretty. They add that little something something. Right. Oops. Lost a pearl. Again, this is another one of the embellishments that I don't use very often. There we go. Maybe that's the better way to do it. Right. Beautiful. Let's see if I can scoot that one over just a smidge. Oh, I think that looks good. And then I can just adhere it to the photo and we'll be good. Lovely, lovely. Okay. So we've got that done. And so I think this just needs to be, we can just add this with some double-sided tape. I think we'll be okay. You know, I'm probably going to use red line just to be certain. So it's nice and secure. This stuff is great. It works really well. Okay, we've got the red line on there, so we're just going to center this snowflake. Beautiful. So the last addition is just my number 8. So I'm continuing on with my gold numbers and just plopping that right in the middle. Oh, I think that's so pretty. Subtle, but so pretty. All right, so that part of the spread is done. So now we're going to move on to this part of the spread, which is going to be relatively quick, but I do need to get a white piece of cardstock. And we need to trim it down. So it's going to be a 3x8, but I also want to do a little bit more. Well, you know, I might do my clear. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my clear tab to punch holes in it. So that's what we'll do instead. So we'll make this a 3x8. The photos are 3x4. If I didn't mention that before, I hadn't figured that out. So these are just going to be adhered to this cardstock. And the reason I'm doing that, because I do want to add a little tab, because I think that would be fun. And the tabs actually help you be able to turn these little smaller pages. So I'm actually going to add the tab to this before I adhere the photos down. Oh no. I probably should have done one and then the other. That's all right. So about right there looks good. Just a little tab to grab onto. And so let's get these photos adhered down. So I just ran outside that day. Wyatt was at daycare, and last year I got an awesome photo of him on the first snow day, but he was at daycare, and I'm like, you know what? I will put myself in this album. I've been trying to get better at including myself in my documenting of memories, because I'm always behind the camera. So I'm trying really hard to get more in front of the camera and, you know, taking more selfies and just being more present in the stories, not just creating or creating layouts, but actually being involved in the stories that I'm documenting. So it's a little bit of a struggle for me. I've always been camera shy. I'm not one to step in front of the camera. I much prefer to be behind the scenes. Like a lot of things in my life, I do not like to be the center of attention. That's and I think the camera kind of gives me that feeling of like all eyes on me, and it makes me uncomfortable, anxious, if you will. So, but I'm working on that. I'm working through that, and it's nice to be a part of the stories, that's for sure. I like going back and looking through and seeing myself included. And I hope the kids do too, right? Because what fun is it to have a bunch of pictures in the album, of them, which they'll enjoy, but, none of me or my husband either. I mean, I do include my husband more than I do me, but you know what I mean. Oh, sugar. You know what I just forgot? I forgot the my tabs. But that's okay. We can lift up. These are only taped down, so we've got a little bit of time to be able to do that. All right, get a piece of acetate. This acetate's okay. The American Crafts one I picked up. It's a little on the thin side though. So I really want to find a brand that's a little thicker. So if you guys have a recommendation on good, good quality acetate, I'd love to know where you guys get yours from. And I have a page protector here somewhere. Okay, it's about 1/4 of an inch. So if I do an inch, that should be fine. Oops. Like I said, this stuff isn't bad. It's just a little, it's on the thin side for sure. So I'd like something with a little more thickness to it. But this was on clearance, and I don't play a lot. I didn't, before doing December Daily, ever use acetate. I actually struggle with acetate embellishments, so it's kind of ironic that I really enjoy it. But this is a different application too. So, but anyways, I really enjoy using the acetate for the dividers and my little spines to attach my photos to. So I'm going to try and gently lift this up, which I'm doing an okay job. And we're just going to get some tape on here. And see if we can't get this somewhat even. Oh, not terrible. There we go. And I can, let's see, how do we look? Pretty even. Sweet. That's great. Yay. Okay. So, so here is what it's going to look like. I gotta punch some holes, and I gotta do a little something on the tab. No journaling on this layout. Sorry, I got some embossing powder on there. So let's get a page protector here. And I need my crocodile. Okay, holes are punched. Awesome. Well, this came together quite nicely. So let's go ahead and put it in the album. Oh, actually, you know what? I got one more thing. I got to do my little tabs. Okay, I have these cute little leather stickers that I was thinking would be really nice. So I have this, love this. And I just stick them right on the outside. They're a little wide for the inside, but you know what? That's fine. And then we have this So Grateful, but it's a little too long, but I can go ahead and trim off the so part and put in Grateful, because I am grateful we live in this beautiful state where we have 4 seasons. And as though, you know, I'm not a huge lover of snow, I do appreciate it and love it during Christmas time. So, and actually, I'm going to swap these. Just looking at the colors, I think the green would look better on this side, and the blue over here. There we go. Okay, so this is gonna lay on top like so, which, well, it's a little high, but that's okay. I should have dropped it down more center, but you know, imperfections are quite all right. So this is going to sit here and then flip over, and you'll see this side. This little card here, for those of you who follow me on social media know that I put out my first ever digital collection. Something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and I finally did it, and it's a set of 4x6 3x4 cards, some tiny phrases and die cuts, and it's called Winter Woods. It's over on Etsy. I'll put the link to my shop below if you're interested. I'm overall really happy with the collection. I love the colors, and it's a learning experience, but I really wanted to start incorporating it into, or a little bit of it into my December daily. It's more just a winter collection, but this, I love this saying, and the colors and the card just seem to speak really well. It's a perfect place to plop it in. So yeah, Winter Woods, if you're interested in, again, link below to my Etsy shop. But yeah, that is story number 8. Really fun doing some embossing and making an insert. So we're going to go ahead and plop this in the album, and I'll put some pictures of it at the end here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye!